Welcome to this tutorial about recording a PowerPoint presentation. First, I have two general considerations. Primarily, choose large fonts, at least 20 points. Standard printing text size is very difficult to read, and start with a 16:9 template from the beginning, because changing later will whirl around all your designs, and you don't want that. In terms of camera, ordinary webcams usually are fine as long as you follow the lighting recommendations coming later in this tutorial. The best camera position is at eye level, so if you're using a laptop, put it on a pile of books or something similar to raise it at the proper level. Regarding lighting, the first thing is to avoid a backlight constellation like a window behind you, as you can see in this recording here. Best is to place a light source or more than one in front of you at an angle of ideally between 45 up to 60 degrees from above. This guarantees sufficient amount of light in your face and prevents drop shadows. For an acceptable sound quality, please do not use built-in microphones of webcams or laptops. Use a full-size headset instead, or at least a mobile phone headset. The microphone should be as close to your mouth as possible for a clear sound. Please don't underestimate the importance of sound quality. Although perhaps your speech may be pretty understandable even through a microphone placed far away from your mouth in a noisy environment and with a lot of reflections. This means, though, an enormous workload on the auditory cortex of your listeners, and you will lose their attention within 10 minutes or less due to fatigue. Keep in mind your audience will listen to speeches for hours every day during this congress. So, even if it doesn't look very cool, it's worth wearing a headset. Also, please check your background, as it can be distracting like mine here, and even sometimes exposing, as people will start unintentionally to scan your surroundings after a few minutes. Now some points about the different PowerPoint versions. If you own a Microsoft Office 365 on a Windows machine, you can make a video recording with your webcam, as I'm doing right here and presenting here in this tutorial. With all older versions of Office and all Mac versions, you can only record audio and no video, which is fine too. The method stays the same. When you have finished writing and editing your presentation and you want to start recording your speech, please go to the main menu Slideshow and then click on Record Slideshow. In der deutschen Version wäre das Hauptmenü Bildschirmpräsentation und dann auf Bildschirmpräsentation Aufzeichnen klicken. Dans les versions françaises, ce serait dans le menu principal Diaporama et puis pousser sur le bouton enregistrer le diaporama. So we go in the main menu to Slideshow and then Record Slideshow. And once we are in the recording window, first we verify that the headset is chosen as microphone input and the camera of your choice is selected as camera. Then second, down here, we verify that neither the microphone nor the camera are muted, as I do mute the camera right now. I unmute it, and once ready, we click on record, which gives you a countdown of 3 seconds, and then you can start presenting. 3, 2, 1, 0. If you have some animations, just advance as you are used to by clicking on the right arrow to make these bullet points appear. And if you wish, you can use some kind of a virtual laser pointer by by pushing and holding the control key and then left clicking. Yeah, you can point out whatever you want. Then next, if you plan to record the entire speech in one huge session, be aware that later on PowerPoint will slice this video file in small chunks for each slide. And at the beginning there will be a small audio fade in, and at the end each time there will be a fade out of the audio. So if you speak during the transition from one slide to another, there will be a dropout in audio and it will be hardly understandable. Best thing is just to take a little breath every time you change from one slide to another. If you want to replace a certain section of your recording, just go to the slide you want to replace your text, re-enter the recording window, push recording, and make a new take, and the old recording will automatically be abandoned. So when you're done with your recording, you can edit your recordings. You see here in each slide you have a small overlay with your video recording, and as if it were just an external video, you can drag it around, place it, size it, so it does not cover your content which is needed to be seen by your audience. And you can double check a new take, how it's sounding. If you want to cut the beginning or the end, go to cut. You enter a menu where you can decide where it shall start and where it shall end. Then just press OK and you're done. So the last that stays to do is first save. So don't forget to save, and once you have done that, go to export in the main menu. There the second point is create a video. Leave it like it is on full HD, that's fine. Just don't touch anything, just push create video, and you will have to decide where to put it. I put it on my desktop within the tutorial. MP4 is fine, don't touch this. Give it a meaningful name and push save or export, and you're done. Congratulations. So I hope this helped you, and if you have any questions, please contact Meister Concept and they will give you the link to me if you have further questions.